We suspected it was true. Shari Franke confirmed it in her new book, The House of My Mother. For some context, when Jodi moved into the Franke home, she took over Shari's bedroom, and Shari was forced to sleep on the couch.
I pushed open the door to my bedroom and looked around. The house was eerily quiet. For once, nobody was home. Taking my chance, I made my way upstairs to my room, figuring I'd take advantage of the situation and grab a couple of books. I pushed open the door to my bedroom and looked around, confused. The room was bathed in the soft glow of candles. The air was heavy with the scent of lavender and vanilla wafting from the massage oils on the dresser. I quickly grabbed what I needed and got the hell out of there, feeling like I had just walked into someone else's honeymoon suite. The only thing missing was rose petals on the bed. That night, I couldn't sleep. Maybe it was the fact that the couch was hurting my back, or maybe it was the sense that I'd seen something I wasn't supposed to. I tossed and turned, thoughts swirling. It must have been around 5 a.m. when I heard a creak of footsteps upstairs. I cracked one eye open, just in time to see Ruby tiptoeing out of my room, her hair messy, her cheeks flushed, and her robe hastily tied, heading back to the bedroom she shared with my dad. A strange smile on her face. She looked mischievous. What the hell was going on? Why was Ruby sneaking around in the middle of the night like a teenager, trying not to get caught by her parents? Were they really doing candlelit massages in my bedroom? How could this be happening with all of us in the house? In that moment, I felt a bone-deep pity for my father, a once proud and rational man who seemed completely oblivious to what was happening right before his eyes. It was equal parts fascinating and horrific. Two women who preached truth while living lies, who condemned queerness very publicly in their connections videos while embodying it privately, in my room, on my bed, most likely.
I want to skip to chapter 44, where after Ruby was arrested, Shari asked the police if she could go back to the house to get some things. Shari finds text that confirms Ruby and Jodi had a physical relationship.
I asked the police if I could go into my house to gather some personal items that had not been confiscated as evidence. Journals, tablets, cell phones, and passports. And trinkets that I wanted to make sure were safe, like the little brooch Kevin got me when he went to Italy, which I wanted to give to one of my kids one day. I walked in, accompanied by an officer, and looked around. I found one of Ruby's laptops and easily figured out her password to her Apple iCloud account. I read some text messages, emails, and journal entries in the Notes app that confirmed for me the truth about the nature of her relationship with Jodi and how it had spilled over into the physical. Ruby expressing her frustration about having to cater to Jodi's needs for physical affection without getting anything in return. My mother servicing someone else? First time for everything. I didn't read on. What happened between them, romantically, was none of my business. I didn't care to know nor think about it any further.
In Shari's interview with Good Morning America, she was asked about Ruby and Jodi's relationship. Here's what she said.
I certainly got weird vibes from Jodi and Ruby. I don't think it's normal at all that a therapist would move into her client's home. I was moving out to college and I hadn't even left the house yet, and she is in my room and in my bed.
What was that relationship between the two of them?
Ruby tried to be secretive about it, and so I don't know all the details, but just the vibes that I was getting was that something was strange between them.
Were they romantically involved with each other?
I never saw anything specific about that.
Do you think they were more than friends?
I'm not sure.